Alright, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do Star Algebra 1, TSI Alex, 149B, 0703, 47 to 91. So let's start on this one right here. Let's do it. Alright, so multiply the numbers first. 5 times that is 5x. 5 times that is negative 10. Now, add 10 to both sides. So 5x is 35. Divide by 5, divide by 5. So x must be what? 7. Alright, next one. Multiply the parentheses off. Negative 3 times that is negative 3x. That times that is 6. Bring it to 1. 5 times that is 5x. 5 times that is 15. Bring it down. Put these numbers together. That's 5. Put these numbers together. It's 53. So now we're going to go minus 5 minus 5. These are gone. So negative 3x equals 5x plus 48. Now we're going to get rid of this 5x. Negative 5x, negative 5x. So negative 8x equals 48. Divide by negative 8. Divide by negative 8. So x equals what? Negative 6. Decimals. Doesn't matter. Let's do it. Add 1.5, add 1.5. These are gone. So 0.06 equals 0.04 plus 0.4 minus 0.04x minus 0.04x. These are gone. So 0.02x equals this. Divide by 0.02, 0.02. These are gone. So this is going to be a 20. Use your calculator. Use your TI-84 if you have one. Graphing machines. Parentheses. 7 times that 7x. 7 times 21. So subtract 21, subtract 21, these are gone. 7x equals 7x minus 18, minus 7x minus 7x. 0 equals negative 18. Nope, there's no way. 0 is not going to be negative 18. So that means that the solution is the empty set or a contradiction. There's no solution for this one. Solve this one. So that turns out 6x, that turns out minus 12. 5x minus 12 plus that. This is 1x. Add them together, 6x. So now, plus 12 plus 12, 6x equals 6x. Minus 6x, minus 6x, so we have 0 equals 0. That means the solution is all real numbers and identity. In other words, whatever number you want to put in there, 5, 5, 7, 7, 7, they always work. All real numbers. This one, solve for the letter x. A little equation means solve for the letter. So we need to get x by itself. There's x right there. So gy minus gy, these are gone. So bx equals j minus gy. Now divide by b, these are gone. So x equals this one. Or if you want, you can break it up into 2 more fractions if you want. But that's good right there. X is j minus gy over b. Solve. Minus 5 minus 5, 2x equals 8. Divide by 2, so x equals what? 4. This one. 5z plus 4 equals 3. So, minus 4 minus 4, 5z equals negative 1. Divide by 5, so z equals negative 1/5. Negative 3w and 2w is negative 1w plus 5 equals this. Minus 5, so negative 1w equals negative 12. Divide by negative 1, so these are gone. So w is what? Negative by negative is a positive 12. Alright, this one. Multiply parentheses stuff. That turns out that. That turns out 14. So now minus 14, these are gone. 7x is negative 42. Divide by 7, so x is a negative 6. Let's multiply by the LCD. LCD of these numbers is going to be 12. So multiply by 12 and 12 and 12. 3 divides 12, 4. 12 divides 12, 1. 4 divides 12, 3. That's what's going to be 8y minus 5 equals 3y. Minus plus 5 both sides. 8y equals 3y plus 5. And we're going to have minus 3y minus 3y. I know these are gone. Let's cancel these dudes out. Gone. Okay. So now we have 5. Y equals 5, divide by 5, so y equals what? 1. LCD again, 20. All these numbers divide 20. I mean, bigger numbers, 80, 100, but let's use the lowest one. Lowest common denominator is 20. So 20, 20, 20. 4 divides 20, 10 divides 20, 2, so 4 divides 25, 10 divides 22, 20 divides 21. That's 5x plus 18x is this. 23x equals negative 23. Divide by 23. Positive by negative or negative by positive would be negative 1. Solve the linear equation for y. You get y by itself for the linear equation. So minus 4x, y equals 12 minus 4x. Or you can rewrite it like this. Y equals negative 4x plus 12. 12. And because in the future, you're going to have to use this formula here. The slope-intercept form. Okay? It's called what? Slope-intercept. Intercept formula. You'll see. Alright, next one. Solve for y, another literal equation. Solve for y. So minus 7x minus 7x, we have 5y equals this. Divide by 5, 5, 5. So y equals 23 over this, minus 7 over that. Rewrite this as minus 7/5 x plus 23. Or again, it's this formula again. What is this? The slope-intercept formula. Okay. All right, next one. Factor out the greatest common factor. So 5b times that, is that 5b squared? Yes. 5b times that, negative 15b? Yes. That's it. Factor this. Look at the last number, 56. All these are possible ways to do it. They give you 56. But 8 times 7, a negative times a negative is a positive 56. Maybe. That's and that is that. Let's just check it. This is the answer. Let's check this. X times that, x squared. That times that minus 8x. That times that minus 7x. That times that is 56. X squared minus 15x plus 56. Does it the same? Yes, it works. 63. Factor. And 24. 24 is all these possible answers. But we're going to try the positive 6 and positive 4, negative 6. Let's check it. X times that is x squared. That's minus 6x. That's 4x. That's minus 24. So this is going to give you x squared minus 2x plus 24. Yes. So this is the answer. We checked it. This one we can take out before we start doing anything in this. Is factor the 3x. So 3x and that is that, yes. 3x and that is 21, yes. 3x and that, 30x. So now this right here is 10. So one of these works. So 2 and 5. So we say that, is that work? Let's see. Negative times negative is positive 10, yes. And negative 2 and a negative 5 together, is that giving negative 7? Yes. And x times x is x squared. So this is the answer. Another one. Can we factor something out first? Yes. The answer is yes. So we're going to factor out 3, negative 3. That times that is that one. Negative 10 negative is positive, and negative 10 positive is negative. So now 12. And the possible answers are 12, 6, 2, 3, 4. We're going to try the 2 and 6. So negative, is that work? Let's see. Negative 10 negative is positive. Yes. Negative 6, negative 2 is negative 8. That times that is r squared. That's it right there. This number. Factor this out. 4 times 1, 2 times 2. We'll try the 2, 2. X minus 2, x minus 2. We can do it this way or this one. So it's either this one or that one. This answer is good and this answer is, they're the same right there. So now, check it. So we have x times x, x squared. That times that is minus 2x, and that's 4. X squared minus 4x plus 4. So x squared minus 4x plus 4. Yes, so it's either this answer or that answer right there. They both work. Okay, let me circle that so you can kind of see that. This one works and this one works. That one works and that one works. They're equivalent. Okay, next one. Factor the difference of squares. So the formula a squared minus b squared is going to be a plus b, a minus b. This formula right here. I'm going to use it. So 3 times 3 is this. 4 times 4 is that. So 3x plus 4y, 3x minus 4y. There's my answer right there. Using the formula, difference of squares. Factor. Take the 5 out first. See the 5 in there? 5 times that is this. 5 times that is that. 5 times that is that. So now we have 12. So all these possible answers, let's go to 6 and 2. Is that right? Let's work. Check it. Negative 2 times negative 6 is that 12? Yes. Negative 2 and negative 6 is that negative 8? Yes. X and x is x squared? Yes. So this is the answer. Factor this. Alright. So we have possible answers for both. First one. And then the last part. So we're going to go with these numbers here. I think. Let's check it. 5x minus 9, 5x minus, or this one, 5x minus 9 squared. So let's check this. 5 times 5, 25x squared. That's minus 45. Minus 45 plus 81. 25x squared minus 90x plus 81, which is that. So that means that that's the answer. It was right. So it's either going to be this answer right here, or you can use this answer right here. Okay, so you can use this answer right here, or this answer right here. They're both the same, they're equivalent. Okay, they both work. Next one. Again, before you start messing with it, factor out greatest common factor. -3. -3 times that is that. Yes. Negative times that is negative. And negative times negative is a positive. So now 6. So these two numbers are here. We're going to go with 6 and 1. Does that work? Let's see. -1 times 6, -6. Yes. 6 minus 1, does that give you 5? Yes. And then q times q is q squared? Yes. So that's the answer. Solve the quadratic equation by completing the square. What that means is, first you start right there, add to both sides half of this number squared, half of this number squared. Half of that is 4, and that's 4. 4 times 4 is 16, 4 times 4 is 16, and 16 minus that is 1. Now, once you get to this form here, can you factor this out? The answer is yes. This right here factors into this. Okay, let me highlight that a little bit. And it will become this right here. Okay, and the 1, don't worry about it, leave it alone. Okay, now once you get to this place here, now we can take square root both sides. So x plus 4 equals plus or minus 1, x plus 4 equals -1, or x plus 4 equals 1. So minus 4 minus 4, so x is -5, or minus 4 minus 4, x equals -3. So -5, -3. Two answers. Complete the square. This one. That times that is 5x, that times 50. And put them together. 5x put it down, this and this is 44. Now, let's do it this way. Let's add 44 to both sides. The reason is because this will be 55 and the x's will be by themselves right there. Because that will cancel out nicely right here. See it? So, this way, divide by 5, so this is gone, so x is 11. Okay? Either way, left or right. Factoring. Solve the equation by factoring. So we're going to factor 15. The possible answers, we're going to go with 3 and 5. Let's see. -3 times 5 is that -15? Yes. 5 minus 3 is that 2? Yes. Z times z is z squared. Alright, so now we have z minus 3 equals 0, z plus 5 equals 0. Add 3, and these are gone. So we have z equals 3. And minus 5, so z equals -5. So 3, -5. Find the slope of the line. So there's 2 points. Find the slope of the line. So we have x1, y1, x2, y2. So put formula, slope formula. So we have y1 minus y2, y1 minus y2, x1 minus x2. So you have 0 minus 4, 0 minus 3, -4. A negative over negative is a positive 4/3. So the slope is what? 4/3. Find the slope of the line. We have -2 and 1, 1 and -3. 2 points. Put them in the formula. y1 minus y2, y1 minus y2, x1 minus x2. So we have 1 plus 3. Negative is positive. So we have 4 over -3, or -4/3. Find the slope of the line. 2 points. -8, 7, 2 and 7. So we have a x1, 1, x2, y2. Put them in the formula. 7 minus 7 on top, and denominator bottom. -8, -2. So 0 over -10, 0 divided by that, that's fine, it's going to be 0. So the slope of this is 0. Find the slope of the line. There it is, there's the points. x1, y1, x2, y2. Put the numbers in there. So we're going to have 2 minus 2 is 2 plus 2, 1 minus 1. So we have 4 over 0, undefined. Division by 0 is not possible. This slope is undefined. Find the equation of the line that contains a point and has a slope. So point slope formula, there it is. So now let's put the numbers in there. So y minus 2, y1, m, and x minus x1. So now we'll put the numbers in there. And we're going to have 2 times x minus 4 is x minus 4. That's 2x. That's minus 8. Now we're going to go add 2. So y equals 2x minus 6. So now, if you put 0 in there, 2 times 0 is 0. 0 minus 6 is -6. So y equals what? -6. If you put 3 in there, you go 2 times 3 is 6 minus 6 is 0. So we have 2 points right there. So 0 minus 6, and you have 3, 0. Or you can also use that point if you want to. But anyway, there's a equation of a line, this one or this one. This one. Find the equation of a line that contains a point and has a slope. So put the numbers in there. Point slope formula, y minus y1, slope, x minus that, x minus 1 is that. That turns out minus 3 half x, and that turns out positive 3 halves. So now add 1, so minus 3 half x plus 3 halves, and 1 is 2 over 2. Put that together, it's going to be 5 halves. So this one or this one. So now let's put some numbers in there. So I'll put 1 in here. That one's going to be negative 3 halves from 5 halves. It's going to be 2 halves is 1. So is that enough? So I have 1, 1, a point, and we also have 3 and negative 2 is another point. That's enough. We're done. We got it. Find the equation of a line that contains a point, negative 3, 4. It has a slope of 0. Put the numbers in there. Y minus 4 equals 0 times x minus minus. So 9 minus is plus 3. 0 times that, well, x plus 3 times 0 is still going to be 0. So y minus 4 equals 0, this one. Or add 4, y equals 4. So there's this one and this one. Okay? And then we got the numbers right here. Put those numbers in there, graph it. Negative 3, 4, 1, 4. It's a horizontal line. Find the equation of a line that contains a point 2, 3 and has undefined slopes. Undefined means it goes like this. So undefined, the only way that's going to happen if x equals like what? 2. So if x equals 2 is a formula, that means it's going to go like this. So this is going to give you, so x is always 2, always 2, always 2. So that means 2 and 0, 2 and 3 are in there. 2 and 0, 2 and 3, 2 and 4, all these numbers. There's a formula. Find the equation of a line that contains, find the equation of a line parallel to this that contains this point. Alright, parallel to this means what? It means the slope is exactly the same. They're parallel lines, okay, next to each other. So put the numbers in there. Minus 4, minus 3, and then 3 times that is 3x, so that's minus 9. Add 4, so y equals 3x minus 5. Parallel lines. So now, the first one, y equals 3x. There it is. And then the second one, y equals 3x minus 5 is this one right here. Let me label that for you. So this one is y equals 3x, and this one is y equals 3x minus 5. This one and this one. And they're parallel lines. Find the equation of a line, parallel. And then, you know what? Let's do it on the calculator. What do you think? Yeah, I think so. Okay, let's look at a calculator here. So, Windows, those are fine. So, y, let's clear this out. Okay. So, let's put the first one in. Y equals, what is it? 3x. So, we're going to put 3x graph. Okay. So, then we're going to put the second graph, 3x minus 5. 3x minus 5. This is graph. And there it goes. So they're parallel lines, just like, and you can use a trace if you want to get some more points, like see, 0, 0 is 1, so on, keep going. Alright, next one. So now we have, find the equation of the line perpendicular, perpendicular to this, and has a point this. So perpendicular means the reciprocal of this, flip it upside down, change the sign. It's negative to a positive, and it's, instead of 2 over 1, it's going to be 1 over 2. So there's a slope. So put the numbers in the formula. Y minus minus, 1 half times this. 1 half of that is 1 half. I times that minus 3 halves plus 6. Minus 6 minus 6. And then change this to 2 times that, 2 times that. So this is going to be 1 half x minus 3 halves minus 12 over 2. This is going to give you y equals 1 half x minus 15 over 2. And that's it. We're done. And put the number in there. So y equals 2x. Let's graph these guys. Alright, so we have y equals negative 2x. Let's put that in here. Windows, that's fine. So negative 2x, hit graph. Okay, got that one. And the other one is 1 half x. Okay. And the other one is going to be 1 divided by 2 x minus 15 divided by 2. Is that it? I think so. Let's see. Close enough. 1/2 x minus 15. 1/2 x minus 15 over 2. So now, it's supposed to be perpendicular, like this. But the graph's a little bit off, but that's fine. That's what it is. Next one, 84. This one, find the equation of the line that has a point and has a point slope and formula. Y, put the formula in there, point slope formula. So y minus that, negative is positive, that's going to be minus 3x. Yep. So y at 1, so y equals negative 3x minus 5. So equation of the line that has a slope and has a point what? Negative 2 and 1 in there. And this is the point slope formula. The point slope formula. That's that right there. This one right here. Alright, next one. Find the equation of the line that contains 2 points. So we have x1, y1, x2, y2. There's the formula. We'll call this one the 2-point formula. This is the 2-point formula. Okay, right there. So now, put the numbers in there. So we have y minus y1, y1, y2, x1, x2, and x minus x1. So negative is positive. That's going to be negative 1, negative 2. That's 1/2. Negative by negative is positive. 1/2 of this, 1/2 of this. Now we're going to have to add 6. So we have y equals 1/2 x plus 3/2 plus 2 times that, 2 times that. So y equals 1/2 x plus 3/2 plus 12/2. And this right here is going to give you what? Y equals 1/2 x plus 15/2. That's it. We are done. Next one. Find the equation of the line that has a slope and an intercept. This is the slope-intercept formula. Y equals mx plus b. Remember that from the old days? Slope-intercept formula. So do you know what the slope is? Yes, it's negative 2. Put it in there. Do you know what the intercept is? Yes, it's 7. So y equals negative 2x plus 7. So that's the slope, and that's the intercept. Slope, intercept. The slope and the y-intercept. There they are. Find the slope and the y-intercept of the line. That means we need to rewrite it. How? We need to make it look like this thing here. Y equals mx plus b, the one we just did right now. Slope-intercept form. The slope-intercept formula. Alright, so now, let's go from here. Solve for, let's get rid of the x. And let's divide by 6, divide by 6. So now we have y equals 2. And negative 1/6, we write it this way. So now we have a slope, we have an intercept. So now put the number 0. Just put a 0 in there. 0 times that 0, that's 2. So we have the point 0, 2. Let's put another number 6 in there. 6 times that is 6 over 6 is negative 1 plus 2. 2 minus 1 is 1. So we have 0 and 2. And we have 6 and 1. That's it. Got it. Find the slope and y-intercept of the line. So that means we need to rewrite this, of course, in this form again. Y equals what? mx plus b. Slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept formula. So now, let's do that right now. So put it in, solve for y. So let's do minus 5x is divided by negative 3, divided by 3, negative 3. So y equals this. Flip, rewrite it. Y equals 5 times x minus 5. So 0. That times that is 0. 0 minus 5, negative 5. And then put 3 in there. 3 in there, 3 cancels 3. So 5 minus 5 is 0. So we have 0 minus 5, 3, 0. So 0, negative 5. And 3 and 0. There's a number right there. Ah, question. Yeah? Yeah, we can do it in the calculator, sure. Let's do that in fact. Let me get my machine. And we will do that right now. Alright, first thing, Windows. Okay, that's fine. So y, 5/3 x minus 5, parentheses 5 divided by 3 x minus 5. minus 5, yes, hit graph. There it is, and you can do the trace if you want to get some points. So there's the graph. It looks like that. 0 and -5 is a point. Keep going like this. You can get another point over here somewhere with a trace. Close enough. Alright, next one. Find the slope of the y-intercept. Alright, x equals -3. So it's always -3, So -3 is 0, -3 and 1. There's a line. So this slope is undefined. There is no y-intercept. It never crosses this. It crosses the x-intercept right there. X-axis, because this is the y. This is the x-axis. But no, it doesn't cross. So no y-intercept, slope is undefined, and there's the graph. Find the slope in the y-intercept. You can write this as this form here. And the reason I'm doing that, because then it looks like this. Y equals mx plus b. The slope intercept form again. Alright, so now, once I do that, this is the slope is 0, and the y-intercept is there. So the slope is 0, and the y-intercept is 0 and what? -8. So from there we have points. We have at 0, it's -8. At 1, it's -8. It's always, y is always what? Y is always -8. So -8, -8. Again, the number you want for the x. So 0 and -8, 1 and -8, 2 and -8. It's just a line going like this. Horizontal line. Find the intercepts and graph. Alright, so let's find the x-intercepts of this first. So to find the x-intercept, y equals 0. So put a 0 there. That's going to be 0. And that's going to be -4x is this. Divide by -4, so x equals -3. So -3, 0 is a point. -3, 0 is a point. Find the y-intercept of this thing. Let x equals 0. So x equals 0, put it in there. So we have 0 is this, divide by 3, so y equals 4. So 0, 4, -3 is 0, and 4, 0, 4. -3, 0, and 0, 4 are the points. Okay. Or if you want to do a little table down here, let me just do that, just to make it maybe easier to see. So -3 and 0, and 0 and 4 are the points. That's it. 91. We're done for now.